Hola, everyone. How are you? This is Christian,
I am Shannon.
and we're here for the food talk.
Yeah, today we want to talk to you about some great places to eat in the Cabo area.
We're two foodies. I've been kind of exploring the scene of San Jose a little bit more, and Shannon's at San Lucas.
Yeah, I'm more San Lucas, and yeah, we just want to talk about food because there's so many great places to eat around here, and it's you wouldn't guess it, there's two skinny dudes, but yeah, we like to eat, can put the food away.
I feel like Los Cabos is kind of a place that you need to know where to go because there's so many different choices that you can land on, and just like, so it's hard to find really good places because there's so many. So I think we're here to share some knowledge on what we found in these years of living, experiencing, and tasting, so you don't have to, taste everything and kind of fail miserably sometimes.
It's morning here in Cabo, and we're right around the corner from one of my favorite breakfast places. So I think we can, start to talk off by talking about breakfast.
Nice. I like it. I know what you're going to talk about.
Oh yeah. First things first, because it's I'm looking at it. It's across the street from me right now. Is one of my favorite places in Cabo. It's Eccentrico, and they have these awesome egg breakfast sandwiches with like scrambled eggs, the sausage patties, homemade biscuits, and rolls, and all that. And it's so good. I at one point had a problem going there every day, and I was finally cut off, and they told me I could only go there once a week because they were worried about my butter intake. So but it is super good. All the ingredients are super fresh and well sourced, and it's amazing. It's one of my favorite spots in town.
Nice, man. I was actually, I found that story so funny when you told me you got cut off. I'm like, you definitely went there, but I don't think it was only you. A couple of people from the office used to go.
Fletcher was there. We were just like two guys jonesing for that same breakfast sandwich, and we'd see each other there every day, even before we worked together. And I think that's probably how we met. After, going there like 4 times a day or 4 times a week, the owner's like, dude, I like you. I want to see you keep coming here years from now. So if you keep coming like this, I'm gonna start cutting you off.
It's like, no more. No egg muffin for you. That's awesome, man. Well, I think it's good to start with breakfast and start with our favorite ones. I'm going to go with a special place in San Jose. It's actually kind of new, not so new. It's been there for a little bit, but it has created quite a big name for itself, and that's Ruba's. It's actually in the heart of San Jose. Have you been there before?
Yeah, Ruba's is awesome.
Right?
I went there whenever I'm in San Jose in the morning. I try to go there because it's really, really good.
It's a great place. They bake all their bread. They have a bakery inside, coffee. So if you want to grab like a quick little, something to munch on, or their like amazing breakfast dish. My favorite, I don't know what you eat, but I just tried the Eggs Benedict. I love Eggs Benedict. And I think it was a croissant instead of like a normal English breakfast, and then a little nice salad. Man, so good. So that's definitely a big one. They have different plates as well. They have the birria sandwich. So if you like birria, they put it like a little grilled sandwich. Tecolotas, which is the chilaquiles on the bread. So they do kind of like mix everything with their bakery. So I think that's why a lot of people like it there. And fresh ingredients, all the orange juice, everything you order is natural. So I think that's what really, sets them apart.
Yeah, it's a really great spot. I mean, the breads and pastries and all that there, they're, all fresh baked, and it's all just delicious. And then on top of that, the place, the building is just really pretty.
It's really pretty.
Nice.
Yeah. And as you mentioned breads, I remember like they come up to you with the breads. They're like, do you want some breads? And then you just look at it and you're like, dang it, they're good.
Like, yes, I want bread.
Right? They just bring it up to you. Doesn't really break your bank either. It's not that expensive, like for the place and quality you're getting, which I really like. So it's a really good place to check out. What else we have under the sleeves for breakfast?
When I do go out, it's nice to go, try some of the new stuff. Like, I guess kind of on the same par as Ruba's here in Cabo would be Hoja Santa.
Hoja Santa, yeah, nice.
Yeah, that place is really good. It's, I think they do like fresh breads and pastries there as well.
Right, they're unique, right? I remember I went there for the first time, and that chilaquiles with birria, and what was the other one? Carne en su jugo. So it's like a mixture of two different things that you don't normally find in chilaquiles.
Yeah,
which is quite nice. So it's a good take on that place, on what they do.
Yeah, I think I had like some sort of carnitas thing.
Yeah.
Like carnitas in an omelet or something. And it was amazing.
They infuse kind of like traditional plates, Mexican plates that are not normally supposed to be on the same plate, and they put it together and it works.
Yeah,
Like,
it's super yummy.
masterful. I don't know. It's a really good place.
Yeah.
It's also feels very local.
Well, it's definitely in a part of town that I think the tourists aren't really going to be, walking over.
Exactly.
It's not like, I mean, it's a beautiful place when you go inside, but it's not in the area that the tourists are really congregating. And and I think that's kind of the goal of what we want to talk about today is so many places around here. There's great places near the beaches, near the downtown marina and all that.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of places that are just a few blocks off that
kind of like hidden gems, right?
Yeah. I think when people are here just on vacation, they kind of congregate all towards the beaches and that. So there's so much to, when you just get like a few blocks that way, there's lots of really good places.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's another thing I didn't touch on. Not only is there so many, but sometimes they're kind of hidden. And like you have to, you wouldn't just normally pass by there unless somebody mentions it to you. So that's why we're doing it. So you guys, find those places that took us a little bit to find and that are really going to make your vacation. And you're going to be like, these guys know what they're talking about. I want to mention El Huerto. It's not in San Jose, it's actually in San Lucas, but it's a beautiful place to eat. They have that whole farm to table, everything's organic. I believe not everything comes from there because it's a smaller place, but if it's not from there, they have their products come in from Todos Santos. It's fresh. They do, again, a take on breakfast. I remember I tried the burrito, the braised rib burrito. That was amazing. And the French toast. Good. Oh man, that was such an experience.
Yeah, I think I had some sort of eggs Benedict there. It was awesome. You have like the small gardens around there, so it's you can walk around. There's lots of beautiful vegetables and plants and everything. And then it's got an awesome view too. It's just you're on a hill and you see these gardens in front of you, and then beyond that you see like the arches. Right, and it's really, really cool spot.
It's a really up and coming community too. They have a lot of developments going on there. I think it's going to become even better because it's I believe the whole land is privately owned. So it's some of the best paved roads you're going to find in Cabo. Like it's absolutely stunning from when you're driving there to when you get there. It's quite an experience. So really good place to check out.
I think for like the ambiance and like the quality of food and all that, I think it's really good value too, because it's not going to be like your budget breakfast place, but it's definitely worth it what you're getting.
I feel like it's a really fancy place that you still get decent price. Like it's not like Flora Farm where you're going to go spend $100 per person or something.
Yeah. And another one of my favorite breakfast places nearby is Panache, and they have a lot of these places too are, they're open all day. So it's not just breakfast, but Panache is really good. It's kind of, there you go. They have some of the best toast items I've ever had. Like I've had one that, like their avocado toast will have like carnitas and all sorts of stuff on top. And they have such good quality breakfast things there. And it's really, really yummy. It's
nice.
Definitely one of my favorite places that I really should probably go back to more often because it's just delicious.
Right. That happens sometimes, right? You eat really good and then you're like, I haven't been there in a while. But, see, I'm telling you, he's full of knowledge. I've never been there. I wrote it down. I'm excited to go try it out. Maybe we should head there one of these days.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's about 5 or 10 minutes walk across the street. So it's not too far from here.
I do want to mention most of these that we've kind of talked about are kind of like not higher end, but really nice and posh. And if you want something very local, I have 2 mentions. In San Lucas, you have El Campestre, which is an awesome place a lot of local people go to. The prices are incredible and the portions. I mean, if you're like me, that sometimes I have to order 2 plates, the portions are insane. Like sometimes I can barely finish the plate. Everybody gets amazed that I finish it because it's so much. So they have like chilaquiles, they have a comida corrida, which is just like something they cook for the day, and it has a meal, and it's like 170 pesos. So it's really affordable, really good taste. You could go there for breakfast, lunch. There'll be a line most likely because it's famous for the locals, so you will have to wait in line. And then if you want to hit something in San Jose, Frida's is a great place. It's right on the main road. Same thing, great food. That place has a chile relleno with shrimp and chipotle that I love. It's quite amazing. So if you're looking for something kind of local Mexican that's not going to break your bank, you're going to get a lot of food. These 2 are a really good place to head.
Yeah. One of my favorite kind of more budget-friendly breakfast places in San Lucas is a place called Stoplight. I mean, I call it Stoplight. It's either Stoplight or Semáforo. Yeah. But it's really, really good. Has a great breakfast. It's, I don't think I've ever been there and spent more than $10.
Oh, nice.
So it's really, really good. It's definitely not a place that tourists are really going to find easily. But it's not far from the main area. So it's a good spot to go to and definitely worth your while.
I think we've done a good job with breakfast.
Yeah.
Should we kind of move it on to lunch? But before we go to lunch, I want to do a little recommendation. I call this kind of like something you want to do as an experience. It's called a chollero picnic, which chollero stands for the local people. We call local people here. But basically, there's a lot of swimmable beaches that they have nothing there. Obviously, they don't sell anything. So what we call a chollero picnic is you go to a seafood spot. In this case, I would recommend you either to go to El Paseñito, which is right on the highway, get some tostadas, la greñuda, amazing. Some fresh tostadas. You could get sashimis, aguachiles, whatever it is. They pack it for you. You get a cooler and you head to the beach. That is what we call a chollero picnic because a lot of people do it. You could go to Chileno. You could go to Santa Maria, Palmilla. They're great beaches just to hang out. Take your cooler, get some beers, get some sodas, whatever you drink. Maybe even, a cocktail in there. Get your seafood, head over there. Obviously, you have to take your umbrellas and chairs. I believe they started I don't know if you've gone recently to Chileno, but they started renting chairs and umbrellas and stuff. So
yeah, I knew they rented chairs and umbrellas and all that at Santa Maria.
Santa Maria, right?
But I haven't. I usually go to Chileno in the morning to go snorkeling, so it's usually before all that stuff. But,
awesome.
That sounds like an awesome time.
Right? It's chollero picnic. Go swim, snorkel, get some seafood. That's what I do when people arrive. I set up a little picnic, get them some seafood, get them some beers, and people love it. So that's a little recommendation before we head to lunch.
Where would be some places that you'd recommend to pick up some ceviche and all that?
Oh, we have you ever tried, for ceviche, have you ever tried tostadas el moy? That's right up this, no, it's like a super local spot. Maybe. It's literally using the cooler, and then there's like umbrellas. It's right next to, what's this main avenue that goes up? Oh, I forgot the name of the avenue.
Yeah. Well,
you know the one that goes up to, like, if you go straight here and then it goes up that way? Yeah. That main one. And there's a Michoacano. Like, you'll find them there. It's called Tostadas El Moy. And for ceviche, like, he has Mazatlan ceviche, which is just like when you grind the fish with onions. And then he has octopus, shrimp, cooked shrimp, uncooked shrimp. And he just put tuna. And you could go to a whole liter for 150 pesos.
So it's like $8 for
obviously if you get fish. If you move on to like shrimp and octopus, it gets a little bit pricier, but a whole liter of octopus or shrimp is 300 pesos, $15.
Yeah, that's no big deal.
Yeah, that's no big deal.
Like, speaking of like super random local spots for ceviche like that, have you been to that one that's under the bridge in like over
Costa Azul?
Yeah, like in Costa Azul.
Yeah.
I went there once and I was like kind of looking around, like,
it's really random, isn't it?
Yeah, they're like the bridge over your head. It's covered parking, I guess. Yeah. You're in the shade.
People are playing music and drinking.
Yeah, it's like a truck that's literally under the underpass.
Right.
And you're just sitting there like under a bridge eating ceviche, and it's delicious.
Was it not delicious?
It was delicious.
Right? Yeah.
So I'm just thinking of that when you were talking about your chollero picnic.
There we go.
Like, it's right on the beach, pretty much. You can just grab it and walk over there.
And then if you want to upgrade it, there's a coco horchata. By the way, try coco horchata. If you love both of those, it's going to blow your mind. They literally make, with coconut water, they make horchata water. So you go there, you grab a coconut, and then you put the ceviche or seafood inside the coconut, and you grab yourself a coco horchata, and then you just walk to the beach.
That sounds awesome. It's portable, so that's good.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's portable, exactly.
Yeah.
Plus, it almost, I don't know, everything in a coconut feels like more vacation, right? Like,
exactly.
Like paradise. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, Shannon knows spots that a lot of people don't venture to because they're like, why am I going to eat seafood under a bridge? But then it's like the most amazing seafood.
Exactly. If you're on that little beach and then you're feeling like, okay, maybe this is a little too rustic for my style. I want something a little more high class ceviche. Just around the corner from there is that Pescadito break. And that place is delicious. It's on the beach, has great cocktails, great food. And you sitting there with like on the little bar with your feet in the sand and looking at the ocean. If you're a little sketched out of eating under a bridge, that is right in that area, and it's super really delicious too.
Yeah, it's actually, I'm glad we started on the seafood before we skip to lunch, because I think a lot of people come here and, especially you're coming from the States or Canada, even in the interior of Mexico, like you don't get the quality of seafood you get here.
I went to a place that's semi-new. It's like, I think it's been open in the last 6 months or something, called Señor Pez. And it's kind of pretty much halfway between San Lucas and San Jose.
Is that the one you sent me the picture of?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
It's like we're sitting in this little cabana on the beach. You drive down like a little arroyo on this dirt road. You get there, there's like a guy renting horses right over here.
Nice.
And then you're sitting on the beach, and probably some of the best like tuna tostada that I've had in years. It was awesome. And I think it was like 200 pesos.
Plus the experience of being at the beach.
That'd be a great place to do your Chollito picnic, because you just literally walk over there.
They have everything for you. Yeah. You don't need to bring anything.
I didn't have a margarita, but all my friends did, and they said it was awesome. So
I think that it's a good contrast that we give you, stuff to do if you want to take everything and buy everything, or have a whole experience. I know you'd probably be better at Medano, but in San Jose, if you want to experience something like that, just to like go get good food, be in a beach club, I highly recommend Veleros. They have hammocks, they have cabanas. They do put a $70 per person towards your food and drinks, which is not that bad to spend the whole day. And like you're in front of a swimmable beach. They put the cabanas, you have hammocks. They have incredible drinks. So it's like a whole experience. Or if you want to do a little bit more, I would say kind of like more bougie, you could go to El Ganso, and they have an infinity pool. And this is all at the marina in San Jose. So it's just like a really nice time, really luxurious kind of lifestyle. So you have a Chollito picnic, but with everything there.
Ganzo is definitely a cool place. I love that little beach club they have there. You start in like a hotel lobby, then take the little boat across the marina. So that's really fun.
A cool experience.
Yeah.
What do you recommend at El Medano? I know there's a lot of places.
I mean, just around the corner, like it'd be the perfect setup for the Chollito picnic. Yeah. There's just like literally on this other side of a parking lot from there, there's a guy with a little motorcycle cart, and he sells like the liters of ceviche for 150 pesos and all that, and he's really good. It's I would eat there more often, but it's already pre-made, and I don't like cilantro, so it already has all the cilantro. So it's.
Are you the person that kind of like when you eat it, it tastes like soap?
I don't eat soap, but it tastes bad.
Yeah, that's what they say. Everyone says it.
Yeah, like
people that don't eat cilantro says that it tastes like soap, and I'm
like I don't eat soap too often to know what it tastes like. But
are you sure, Shannon? Are you not hanging out in the bathroom eating soap? You obviously never had the experience in. I don't know if it was a thing in the States, but there were soaps that look like jellies. I don't know if you ever saw those. As a little kid, I'd been into one.
Oh, I didn't do
it
that.
Doesn't taste great. Yeah, I thought it was a gelatin.
I knew what soap was. I was a smart kid.
It actually looked like gelatin, though. Yeah. Like I think they recalled them after a while because they looked like gelatin, and people were biting into them.
To get off the soap talk, because that's probably not very appetizing.
Right.
But
how do we go into that soap talk?
Because you brought it up.
True.
But another place I was kind of on a ceviche fix this weekend, and just one of my first favorite ceviche place in Cabo is a place called Baja Fría. And their original location is in Jacarandas, which is, way on the other side of Cabo, not really where, a lot of visitors will be going to. And that was my first place that was like a local spot that I went to. Yeah. And I haven't been there in a while because I don't live in that area anymore.
Right.
But just like last week, they opened up a spot in downtown Cabo. And I went there, and it was just as awesome as I remember.
Awesome.
And every time I went to the original location years ago, I was like, dang, if they had this place in downtown, it would be rocking. And I went there, and it was just as awesome, just as great as I thought it would be.
Awesome. That's always good. Sometimes, when you go back and it doesn't taste the same, you're like, no, why? Maybe change chefs or something. But let's hit up, I think a big one's tacos. Let's do a little taco run.
Oh man, I love tacos.
I know, right? I think seafood and tacos are like the main thing when you come visit is what people want.
I mean, when people come to Mexico, they want to have tacos. Right. And that's, I
think it's iconic. Everyone's like, what do you think of Mexico tacos?
Exactly.
Like, most of the places that are going to be on our list are both in San Jose and San Lucas, which is awesome. But one of my favorite ones is El Paisa. You can't go wrong. They have great guacamole, salsa. One of my favorites is called the chorreada, which is, a thick, instead of being like a normal tortilla, it's a thick corn, kind of like, what would you call that? It's just thicker. And it has kind of like a bacon grease on it. And then they put shrimp and meat, and awesome. What do you got on tacos?
I mean, just like kind of more local style is one of my favorite places is Los de Abajo, and it's super good, super awesome tacos. It's one of my favorite places. I feel like as more of a gringo, I have less authority to speak on the quality of tacos, but that one is really good. And it's I'd say it's about like half a mile off of the main drag. So
Okay.
it's, you have to get a little bit farther into town, but it's super good.
Super good. Nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
those are the great ones where you find that are, they're not really in town and you see a bunch of locals and stuff.
Mhm.
I do have to mention there's one at El Memo in San Jose. It's by a bank. Tacos El Memo, just Google it. It's one of my favorites. It's not sure traditional tacos, but they do a chile relleno stuffed with either marlin or shrimp and
Mhm.
meat. And then he has like 12 different sauces. It's a really good time. You get two of them, like, well, for me, maybe you'll eat one. Then you split them up. He gives you 2 tortillas and then you make 4.
That's awesome.
So you end up spending 150 and you eat like, make sure it's flour. Don't eat corn. So like when you're over here and you get seafood tacos, it has to be flour. Because that's what they make over here.
I mean,
it made me hungry.
yeah, I always order flour because I'm from the US. So,
Flour is the way to go. Well, if you're in Mexico City, you got to order corn. Like corn, like you get flour over there, it's from the store bought.
yeah.
Like when you order flour here, they're handmade. So that's the big difference.
yeah.
And if you order corn here, most of the time it's store bought because
Yeah.
nobody makes corn tortillas.
The place that it's going to apply for both you and me
Yeah.
in San Jose and San Lucas is La Lupita.
Yep.
That's one of my favorite spots here because it's kind of more of a fancy taco.
Yeah.
It's honestly not like the traditional taco, but
Yeah.
they have lots of cool, like kind of more gourmet takes on tacos.
Right.
And it's a great spot because it's both in Medino and in like the Art Walk area.
Yep.
So it's awesome for that.
Right. Yeah. And they do have really crazy takes on tacos. Remember they have one like a lengua taco with the yellow sauce or something that I loved, and like all these Asian twist tacos, and it's really cool. Go check it out. If you're going on Thursday in the Art Walk, make sure you make a reservation because they get crazy busy.
Yeah.
And then on Tuesday they have 2 for 1 on Pastor, which they're all cheese. Instead of a tortilla, they grill cheese and then they put meat on it. That's to die for.
It's so good.
Another one that's really good to mention that's in Cabo and San Jose is Baja Brewing, which is going to take me to the restaurants with views. A lot of people want to come here and, take that little selfie and stuff for Instagram with the view. So Baja Brewing in Cabo is amazing.
That's one of my favorite places for a view. Like their beer is
Right.
Their beer is good.
Yeah.
They have good pizzas, good burgers and such. And the one here is like if you want to have a picture of the arch,
There's no better place.
Yeah, that's the best.
Only 360 is better because it's higher.
Yeah, it's the same view, but
That's-
just a little higher.
It's 360 is also more expensive. You could go and swim. They have an infinity pool and you could eat there and you could drink there, but it's going to cost you because it's inside of Hotel Corazon, which is both Baja Brewing. But with views, I don't know if you've ever been to Torote. I love Torote. It's a drive out to the Tesal, but the view is incredible. The food's really good. I don't know if you ever visited before.
No, I haven't.
They have a giant tree in like a church.
I wanted to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's supposed to be really good.
It's really good. It's on the higher end, but it's really good food, really good views. Sunset de Mona Lisa. I know. I don't know if you've been there before.
I haven't been there, but I've been to Jazz on the Rocks, which is right the same view.
Yep.
And it's Sunset Mona Lisa. I would say is great if you're going for a special event.
Correct.
And Jazz on the Rocks if you just want to see the view and the sunset.
Yep.
Go
Have
there.
some drinks, some snacks. The pizzas are really good too.
Yeah.
So you have both options. So you just want to go, listen to some good jazz, see the sunset, get some pizzas, and then Sunset de Mona Lisa is actually like I think it was like a 12 course.
Yeah.
They changed it from the time I went.
I recommend
$300.
it for people going to get like engaged. So
Yeah, engage, special occasion. If you want to, take the picture, and obviously if you have the money for it, might as well go because the food is really good. I haven't been there in a while because again, I only went there on a special occasion. But I should go there. We're gonna go there to celebrate our next closing or something.
Exactly.
And then for dinner, what do we have? What do you have for dinner over here?
I mean, one of the places I wanted to mention is because a lot of people come here and want like authentic Mexican food, and there's they go a lot of places that are like in closer to the beach and all. One of my favorite here is Maria Jimenez. It's just a few blocks off of the main highway here, and it's super good. I think it's cash only, but it's super good. It's like you go inside like an old brick house, and you go in there. It's really, really, really good food. And I had like some amazing chicken mole there. And
Nice.
Just loved it.
So I want to mention Agape. Agape is one of my favorite restaurants. I love octopus. I know a lot of people don't. Some people do. But when you love it and you find a place that cooks it right, because it's a very hard dish to create, they have one there that is to die for. They obviously boil it, then they put it in a wood oven, and then they put a Spanish sausage and habanero cream sauce that's not spicy, and avocado. And it's such a great place to eat. It's good pricing. It's right in the downtown area. So if you're on the Art Walk or in San Jose, check it out. Also Flavia for the best pizza. I'll tell you what, I've gone to Naples in Italy, and it is very comparable. Really, really good pizza. Come in Casa, which is also Italian. A lot of Italian. Have you been there?
Yeah, they started in San Lucas,
really
close to my house.
Yeah.
And I went there for pizza like once a week.
Yeah.
And then they moved to San Jose, and I don't go there anymore.
Oh, they closed it here and they opened
Yeah.
it. That's weird, huh?
Yeah, so
why didn't they do both?
I don't know, but I wish
Maybe
they did.
Yeah. You're like, I don't know who took that decision, but I officially hate them for that.
Yeah, no, they're super sweet.
Yeah.
I love the family that owns it.
Well, yeah, handmade pizza and handmade pasta. Really wonderful flavors. I had I think it was like 12-hour ragu sauce or something. So it's a really good place to check out. Salvatore G in San Lucas is one of my favorite Italian food as well.
Yeah.
That's my dinner recommendations. I don't know about you, Shannon.
Yeah, well, I'm going to end it where I started, and because Eccentrico also has burgers for dinner, and their burgers are awesome, kind of more Asian inspired stuff in there too, which is awesome. And then, so I probably will go there sometime this week because it's awesome.
I thought you were going to talk about Left Coast.
Yeah,
No?
Left Coast is really good too, and they are close to my house, and I am excited for that.
Nice. I think he's going to get a tattoo that says, I love
I love burgers.
I love burgers.
Exactly.
Oh, guys, I hope you've learned something, are excited to go visit some places. This took me a couple of years to find all these great spots. So I'm sure wherever you go, you're going to have a great time.
Yeah, and there's a lot of stuff that we didn't get to talk about that I think wanted to talk about. So we might do this again if you really want.
Share us what you want us, maybe like it, share, comment what you want us to talk about next. But see you soon.
All right, bye.